WWE Money in the Bank is live tomorrow from London, England, and I am very excited for this show. In my opinion, Money in the Bank has reached the level of the other big four pay-per-views, your Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. I think Money in the Bank is on the same level of all those shows in terms of importance and prestige and excitement. You can honestly argue that it has surpassed Survivor Series in terms of importance. And I just love Money in the Bank as a show, as an event, because you've got all the qualifying matches leading up to it. The actual show itself has ladder matches, which are just so rare in WWE nowadays. It's one of those shows outside of the Big Four that they actually put big names and big-time matches on. I mean, it's just great. What is there not to love about Money in the Bank, especially this year when we've got a stacked card and it's in London, which could go down as the best crowd this year. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This is my Money in the Bank predictions, talking about who I think is going to win each match, what I think is going to go down. Yeah, let's just get into it. Let's start off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and this is a very interesting match because if you haven't noticed, nobody in this match has won a world championship before. Nobody in this match has held a world championship in WWE. And I can't lie, at first, I didn't really know how to feel about that because I felt like the match was lacking star power, but now I realize this is actually very good, and this is what the Money in the Bank ladder match should always be. The Money in the Bank briefcase should be used as an opportunity to create and build future stars. And that's what they're doing with this match, with the winner of this match, and that is great. Now let me just get this out the way first. I love that Logan Paul is in this match because I think he's a phenomenal wrestler and he's going to have so many crazy spots this match, especially with Ricochet, which I think should be a match at SummerSlam, by the way. But he should not win this briefcase. He has no reason to win this match. He is a celebrity, he is a part-timer who has zero reason to win this match. And if he won, it would just be a blatant fuck you to the other 6 men in this match that have actually put in the work day in and day out to get here. Now that we've got that out the way, who are the men that I actually believe have a true shot to win this match? Butch, I'm sorry, he has a 0%. Santos Escobar, he's cool. I like him with the LWO, but he's another one who I think has a 0% chance of winning this. Ricochet is great, but I just don't see him winning this match also. Shinsuke definitely has a better chance than the other 3 I just mentioned, but I also believe he has a very low chance of winning. The 2 men that I think have a true legitimate shot of winning this match is Damian Priest and LA Knight. Damian Priest has been getting a real decent push since his match with Bad Bunny. He's been having main event matches on Raw and showcasing his abilities, and I think him winning the briefcase would lead to a great storyline with the Judgment Day, which Raw kind of needs because they don't have that real big storyline like SmackDown does with the Bloodline. So I think Damian Priest has a great shot at winning this match, and I wouldn't be mad at it. But he's not the guy who should win it. He's not the guy who I want to win it. He's not the guy that almost all WWE fans want to win. LA Knight is the guy to win this match. He is so over right now. He gets the biggest reactions from the crowd every week. And the fans have pretty much been demanding for him to get a push since basically the start of the year, and this is their chance. This is their chance to create a new main event star, and they need to do it. LA Knight for Money in the Bank. There's really no other option. I know I said Damian would be a good choice, but LA Knight needs to win this. Come on. While we're on the topic of ladder matches, we might as well talk about the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And I'm actually really intrigued in this match because I believe almost every woman in this match has a great shot at winning it. It's unpredictable. You can make a good case for every woman in this match winning it, and I wouldn't dispute it. That being said, I think there are two women in this match who deserve this win more than the others, and those two are Io Sky and Zelina Vega. It's the same thing I said earlier. Money in the Bank should be used to create and build new stars, and you have the perfect opportunity here with these two women. Now, out of those two, who do I think should win? It's a really tough choice, but I gotta go with Io Sky. Don't get me wrong, Zelina's very good, but Io Sky is just phenomenal. That match that she had with Bianca at Backlash really made me solidify this pick. She looked like a world champion in that match, and if you have her win this match and break away from Bayley and Damage Control and push her to the moon, you've got a main event star right there. It's simple, it's effective. We would get a chance to see Io Sky versus Asuka, which would just be amazing, and I just think she's the perfect choice to win this Money in the Bank. Now let's talk about mid, because we've got Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. For the women's tag titles, of course, I gotta be honest, I do not care for this very much. I will say, I think Liv and Raquel were doing a pretty good job with the tag titles when they held them, but then they lost them, and Ronda and Shayna won them, and they're not going to lose this quick. They're not going to lose after only like a month of having the titles. I want Liv and Raquel to win, but it's not going to happen. I don't want to spend much more time on this. Ronda and Shayna are going to win this match. Now we get to talk about some real shit, though, because we've got Riddle versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, my God. I hope they give them anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes for this match to just go crazy, because it could be so good if they do that. If they just let them go all out and have an NXT-style match, this could steal the entire show. And I'm really hoping for that. I really am. The winner's obvious. Gunther's obviously retaining. He's not dropping the Intercontinental title until he beats Honky Tonk's man record in a few months. I don't care about the winner. I just care about this being a good match. And this has potential to be the best match on the show. And I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping to give him a decent amount of time to just go crazy. But in the end, we all know Gunther will retain. Also, please let him win clean, because he's been needing Imperium to help him a lot lately, and he's been winning with like roll-ups and stuff. Don't do that for this match. Don't do that. Have him win convincingly. Next, we've got Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. Oh boy. Cody Rhodes went from facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to facing Dominic Mysterio. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing, because Dominic is great. He's improving every week, and he's arguably the best heel on the roster. I just think it's kind of funny how he went from facing Roman to Dominic. That being said, I really don't know what to expect in this match. It's probably going to be very overbooked and have a lot of shenanigans in it with Rhea and stuff. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. But I will say this. I don't think Cody's winning this match. I seriously doubt that he's going to win this match, because I think we're going to see a returning Brock Lesnar. He's going to kill Cody, and Dominic's just going to get a cheap win to add more heat onto him, which is going to be great. I really want to see Dominic win this match in that specific way too, with Brock killing Cody, because I just think it would be so funny. So yeah, I've got Dominic winning due to a Brock Lesnar interference, which sets up for one final match between Cody and Brock at SummerSlam. Now we got the only world title match of the entire show. Thank you, Roman, for not defending your titles in 3 months. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. A match 7 years in the making, since SummerSlam 2016, when these two had an instant classic to become the first Universal Champion. Finn Balor won that match. But Seth Rollins injured him during that match, forcing Finn to vacate the title and pretty much kill all of his momentum that he had going for him. Fast forward 7 years later, while Finn Balor has not really reached that level that he did on that night, while Seth Rollins has become one of the greatest performers of all time. He's currently one of the most over men in the company, and he holds the World Heavyweight Championship. The story writes itself, but I gotta be honest, I don't know who I think is gonna win this match. Because Seth obviously deserves to have a good, lengthy reign with the title, right? But Finn also deserves another chance at holding the world title after what happened 7 years ago. But how great would it be to have Finn win that world title off of Seth Rollins? It's a very tough decision between these two. The match is going to be a banger, but I just don't know who I think is going to win. But I think I'm going to play it safe and go with Seth Rollins just for the fact that he just won this World Heavyweight Championship and he should have a lengthy run with the title. So I think Seth Rollins will retain the title tomorrow night. But I've got another prediction for something that's going to happen after the match. I think Drew McIntyre is going to make his return in London, get a huge pop, turn heel and attack Seth Rollins, and set up for a future feud with a match probably at SummerSlam. And if this were to happen, they don't have to abandon the Finn storyline. They could run a triple threat between Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Imagine how good that would be. And now we get into the match. The main event, Bloodline Civil War, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. We all know how good this storyline has been and how every time Roman appears on SmackDown, it just gets more and more layers added to it. I don't want to talk about the story. I want to talk about this match. More specifically, who's going to win, how are they going to win, and what's it going to lead to in the future. This is so tough to predict because I can see this match going so many different ways, and I could see the story progressing so many different ways. But here is what I think is going to happen. The Bloodline storyline is far from over right now. There's still so much layers to be added to the story, and I think this is going to go on for at least another few months. Roman needs to defend his titles at SummerSlam, and by the time we get to SummerSlam, it is going to be a whole 4 months since Roman would have last defended that title, so he needs to have a title match at SummerSlam. He's obviously going to face somebody within the bloodline for that match, and I think it is going to be Jey Uso. And we start building for that match in this match, because I think Roman and Solo are going to win this match. But it's going to take a hell of a lot for them to win. They're going to keep on trying and trying, but they just can't seem to put away the Usos to the point where it makes Roman lose it and just go completely berserk. He targets Jimmy Uso and completely destroys him. He's beating him down, punching him, elbowing him, damn near killing Jimmy Uso to the point where it completely takes him out of the match, and Jey is left helpless, and Roman and Solo win like that. So I think Roman and Solo are going to win this match in that manner, which leads to Jey Uso seeking revenge against Roman and trying to get that title shot at SummerSlam, trying to get revenge for what Roman did to his brother. And that's what I see happening tomorrow at Money in the Bank. This was my Money in the Bank predictions. Once again, I am very excited for the show. Can't wait to see LA Knight become new Mr. Money in the Bank. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Peace.